Hello, this is Shimizu from Waseda University in Japan. I'm currently taking a course named Modern Korean Economic Development by Professor Kim. This is an introduction about my video presentation on Korean economy from the 1960s to 80s. In this video, I'd like to talk about my motivations for the contest, opinions about the content covered in my main presentation, and so on. I have some reasons why I decided to take part in this contest. First, though this is very personal, I made some friends from Korea last year. We are now close friends and I got interested in knowing more about the country itself and finding commonalities and differences between Korea and Japan. And this is the biggest reason why I chose Professor Kim's course in this semester, through which I happen to know about this contest. Second, as I learned about Korean economy through the course, I found it very interesting because Korea achieved such a great economic growth in a short term, and I thought this would be a good way for me to educate myself more. Even though I'm not an economic major and this is my first time to take a course in economics, I have enjoyed the content so far. Finally, although I went to Korea 5 years ago, if I ever won the contest, it would be a great opportunity for me to see the country again after COVID pandemic and see how and what has changed. Now I'd like to move on to my comments on the content. After doing some research for the video, I gained some more knowledge about Korean economy in addition to something I had learned so far in the course. What I thought the most intriguing was how the economy grew from the 1960s to 80s, which I chose as a theme for my video. Especially, I found President Park's strong leadership the most successful. However, I also learned that the government-led policies had some downsides as well. I would say it is quite difficult to determine if the economic policies at that time were legitimate after all, considering that some people acknowledge that the economic growth in this period had some remaining side effects, as I briefly mentioned in the presentation, and it has been argued that the great economic growth Korea has experienced did not have been feasible for every other country in the world. However, in my opinion, these policies were effective enough because Korea indeed grew from the point of being one of the poorest countries to the point of having the world's 10th largest GDP. And I don't think Korea could have achieved such a major economic growth if it had not been for strong leadership by President Park. I don't really know what the Korean people's perspectives on his policies and administration are, but I would say he should be admired as a legend to lead a country where everything was totally destroyed after the war to make a foundation for the country to become one of the richest countries in a short period of time. My future motivation in the course is to learn about how current Korean economy is expected to grow in the future and what strategies they have to develop their economy more. I also would like to know how Korea is expected to cooperate with surrounding countries such as Japan, China, Taiwan, and North Korea, as well as other countries like the United States. In addition, I'd like to learn about political situation and Korean history in general, as to deepen my knowledge in economic policy and see what the country was like in that time. In conclusion, what I can say is that I appreciate myself who decided to take part in this contest. I haven't been sure if I'd be able to complete my presentation on my own, and I have never been confident with what I was doing, but right now, after having finished most of the work, I can say that I'm glad to have decided to take part in this contest. Not only because I learned a lot more about Korean economy, but also because I could prove myself that I can achieve something, pushing me out of my comfort zone. Finally, again, I am very thankful for this opportunity to deepen what I have learned in the course and gain some more new knowledge. I'm looking forward to learning more throughout the semester. Thank you.